Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and the Legend of Keepers. Today is the day we take a look at the brand new master to join the roster, the Shaman. The Feed the Troll DLC has released and it is currently on sale if you would like to go pick it up. Pretty cheap, my Steam wallet covered it, that was nice. Only this game and Aria share that honor. But today is a very special episode. Typically, because I'm late to the party, I just kind of, skim over talents and take a look at things and briefly explain them. Today, we're going to be deep diving into the Shaman, taking a look at pretty much everything, talents, what the spirits do when we get them, and conquering out the entire first banner. The first banner is only 28 weeks, I believe, so it's not going to be the longest thing in the world, but this will probably be about an hour long. So grab some popcorn, strap in, let's take a look at the talents. For the talents. Skewering applies we're going from right to left. I don't know why. I just felt like it. 1-2 additional bleeding stacks. Okay. Don't know what that is, but we'll find out, I'm sure. Grants Flaming Mark 22. What? Why is there a 2 in the middle? 20/2/50% chance to apply Vulnerability 3. Okay. Great. Is that supposed to be, like, third? I don't know. Maybe that 2 there is supposed to be the second increase. It was just, whatever. Vulnerability is great, though. I love it. Not when I have it, though. The Master gains 5/10 power. Wow. I think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I think power affects everything, including the dungeon spells? Maybe? That'd be cool. Frost Whirlwind applies Tiredness 1/2. So I'm assuming this is for the Master spells. Tiredness is good. Celestial Betrayal activates a random blessing if no blessings are active. I don't know what a blessing is. Maybe we'll find out. Spirits regenerate 5, 10, 15% of their maximum life when they kill a hero. Wow. That could be good. Spirits, of course, is the new unit type. 10, 20 gold gain when a spirit kills a hero. Now we're talking. Blood gathered at the end of a dungeon when killing a hero is increased by 1, 2, 3. Blood for the blood god. That kind of makes sense. It's like an old school shaman. Grant spirits surviving a fight 25/50% chance to get a motivation back. Good. Spirits gain 5 to nature resistance, and monsters' attacks that deal nature damage now apply bleeding 1. Wow. Okay. The Shaman is all in on his special unit type. Monsters have a 10-20% chance to gain enhanced armor when activating the Solar Blessing. Increases armor by 40. Against sun enemies, this could be a lifesaver. Monsters have a 10-20% chance to gain enhanced resistance when activating Lunar Blessing. The chances are a bit small, but depending on how these blessings work, this could just be good. Solar Blessing also increases the monster's fire resistance and armor by 2, 5. 2 first level, 5 second level, okay. Lunar Blessing also increases monster's ice and air resistance by 2, first level, 5 for the seconds. Okay, well, I don't know what blessings are, so, there's that. And typically, I like to play in a way that the master doesn't get involved. I know that it's kind of inevitable, eventually, but I would like my spirits to be strong. So let's start going that direction. And we can always reset this whenever you want, with no penalty, if we decide that this right tree would be better. Alright, as always, we do have some Archivist notifications. Yeah, this was bugging telling me I didn't have the Enchantress unlocked once. That was weird. We do get 2 artifacts for having the Shamananananananan. The Obsidian Dagger. Solar Blessing increases bleeding damage dealt to heroes by 100%. Wow. Lunar Blessing. Monsters definitively gain 5 power when they kill a hero. Wait. Like, permanently? Can the Shaman scale his monster's power? That could be... we have to test that. And 2012. The Mayan calendar predicted that is when the world would end, so that was funny. Once all combatants have taken their action, adds a stack to all penalties applied to them. Okay, not bad. The first banner. We begin. There's some traps and some stuff. The Longevity Idol is what we unlock. Spirits definitively gain 5 life when they kill a hero. I think that's permanently. Holy shite. As always, We'll be played with high gold gain and low master life because I'm all about that high risk, high reward.
Welcome, Unchanchu.
Yo.
I hope the buffet won't weigh too heavy on your stomach. At your assignment, there are many wild humans to devour. With the help of our enchantress, we have raised the Sun Temple to suit your talents. It will be your headquarters for this year. I wish you the best of barbecues.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now, we are going straight into a combat for the first banner, so let me take a look at our wonderful employees. I will name them, and we'll get back. Alrighty. Let's go through the ones we know very briefly, and then we'll get into the spirits. We have On Hoplite, who is joining us from Cyril's run. Of course, this is the skeleton soldier who's a hoplite, so he's undead. We have the skeletal dog named Bork, because he borks. Ha ha ha. I love this thing, though. And we have Anakin, the Margarette. The reason why I named him Anakin is because his name was Hayden. So Hayden Christensen is the actor for Anakin, and I was like, well, wouldn't this be funny? And it is funny. I'm amused. Now, for our spirits. First up, we have the Nagwal, who I named Nyangul. I saw Nangwal, and I was like, Nazgul? I think he's a cat spirit, so Nyangul it is. He has an area attack that deals 21 fire damage and activates the Solar Blessing. I'm assuming we'll just see what that is once we get in. And he can attack the back for 49 fire damage and applies Slow 2. He is resilient against fire and nature decently and has some armor. Weak to air and ice. Okay, not bad. Also quite strong at 70 power. Oh dear, Nguruvilu, named Quetzalcoatl. I think this is a lizard of sorts, so I just went with it. Can attack the back for 55 physical damage, and Quetzalcoatl gains dodge 1 if the attack kills the target. Okay, I'm sensing a lot of if you kill something, you get something. Also can attack the front for 44 ice damage and apply Elements of Weakness too. Last but not least, we have Carnunos, the Anhanga, which I'm assuming is like some sort of deer, which is why I went with Carnunos, of course. Carnunos, the horned god of Gaelic legends, has a frontal attack. Ooh, quite healthy at 130 health. Where did I see 55? 130 health for this one. Not bad. Front attack of 30 fire damage. Damage dealt increased by 100% if a monster of the group has been defeated during this fight. Okay. Area AoE damage, which applies tiredness to weaken. Also resilient against fire, ice, and nature. Weak to physical and air. Quetzalcoatl, I'm sorry I forgot you. Resilient against ice and armor. Slightly air, but incredibly weak to fire. Okay. Alrighty. How do I set this? How do I set up this room here? I guess I kind of want Anakin to be with Bork, because Anakin critting with that attack is really strong. Really strong. In fact, that's probably as strong as it gets. Enhanced resistance could be good for Nyangul. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So we'll bring the Unhoplite to room 2 to tank for these guys, and we'll have some low health up front. And I'm sure we will deal with it somehow. Wow. We have physical and ice, and physical and fire with touch of ice. Oh, traps. We have, we've seen this before. The circular saw, AoE bleed, and the furnace, AoE fire. Okay. Well, let's hop into it and see what nightmare awaits the good old Shaman. Alright, our first encounter, of course, has a minstrel. Why wouldn't it have a minstrel? It saw that I put Anakin in the back and was like, you know what he's going to want to do? He's going to want to single target the back line. And they decided no. They decided no. We also are fighting the priestess, who's going to deal air damage to the front and replace one of her penalties. The burn will go away, it's fine. The apprentice, who deals both ice and fire. So I put up Nangul because he's resilient to fire. He is a little weak to this air attack, but of course Bork is enhancing his resistances a tiny bit. I might have to do the AoE attack with Anakin, which is incredibly unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully I get a second turn. Wow. Presently, we do not have any blessings, so maybe I should do that and see what happens. The Solar Blessing. Where is it? What does it do? Increases physical and fire damage dealt to all fighters during fights by 50%. Goodbye, Niangul. Dealt to all fighters. Including me? That sounds like it's including me, team. Don't die, Bork. Oh. You're not gonna die, are you? Damn it, Hans. Alright, let's see what my spells are. Interesting, so this persists between rooms. Flaming Mark, a back attack that deals fire damage, and quite a sizable amount of it. Applies Bounty 5, okay. Whoever defeats it gets 2 motivation. Frost Whirlwind, 60 air damage and 60 ice damage to the front only. So this is like a better version of the Enchantress's Flamboyant Lightning. And Celestial Betrayal, 36 air damage. If a blessing is active, replaces it with its opposite. Sure. Double kill. Let's see what this is. Increases ice and air damage dealt to all fighters during the fight by 50%. Cool. Good job, Quetzalcoatl. Oh, lived at 2. It's fine. Alright. Interesting. Amaru, I feel like I have to take the new unit. Huquetotl. Alright, that's a name. Front attack, 50 nature damage, applies poison 3. Back attack, 40 air damage, and applies slowed. Sizable amount of health at 100. Resilient against fire and nature, 10% armor. Weak to ice and air. I'm sensing that's a trend here. 50 power, so it's okay. It's relatively fast as well. I think we're gonna train. You're like an Earth Pegasus. Like a unicorn without a... You know, like, unicorns don't have wings. An Earth Pegasus. They are an Amaru. Okay. Pegasus. That was my first thought, so I just went with it. Now, as for leveling up, we can take a look. I could open the Archivist and look at what all of them leveled up to. But let's just take it one at a time, shall we? So for Niangul, 10 health, 20 power. Wow. Niangul's attacks apply Burn 2 if Solar Blessing is active. Presently, he is the only way we have to activate the Solar Blessing, which I suppose is worth keeping in mind. For Carnunos, 30 health. Solar Blessing applies Vulnerable 3 to the hero who lands the final blow. Lunar Blessing, Ghostly Charge applies Shell 1 to the monsters in front of Carnunos, which is... Is that this one? Ooh, can you apply defenses? Interesting. Anakin's the easiest level up here. Quetzalcoatl, Solar Blessing gains a random bonus 2 when attacking. Lunar Blessing gains guaranteed critical 1 when Quetzalcoatl kills a hero, and he gains plus 30 power. Wow. Pegasus gains 10 health and 20 power. Not bad. Solar Blessing, Pegasus' attacks apply air weakness. Lunar Blessing, Pegasus' attacks apply bounty. Fascinating. Wow. I mean, it feels like cheating just to level up Anakin, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. So, it's 200, 175. Ooh, can I upgrade these 3? Carnunos is the rarest of them, it looks like. So, quick maths. Yes? So, Quetzalcoatl... No. No, I cannot. I'll just upgrade Anakin. I'll be boring. I was so close. I was 17 off. Or not 17, 27. Excuse me. But we can rectify that. We can give them our blood. Have fun. And now we can train him. We can train This is probably really good, isn't it? But I don't have a way to activate the Lunar Blessing. So, Bork is also a really good upgrade, because Bork's not incredibly useful at level 1. He gets a huge power spike at level 2. So what if we just leave Bork out of the picture for this one? So if we have Nature, Fire, and Anakin, that's probably fine, right? Okay, we'll go with this. We can put Bork away. You know, just cuz. Alright. A tier 2 difficulty. We're going to get a monster. We have once again fighting the really annoying Affix. Oh. Oh, I should have read it a little closer. Randomly moves all monsters to another position at the start of the first fight. Well, I hope my second room isn't screwed. The Magician, doing area fire damage and that annoying move, which actually worked out really well. I wanted Anakin up front, and I wanted Nyangul in this position, so this is exactly how I would have wanted it. Thank you, Magician person. We have a Scout dealing physical damage to the back, which is why I wanted Nyangul back there, and going to dodge the first trap, which is next. And we have a Novice, who's going to deal ice damage to the front, and is going to remove a penalty. But for now, get owned. Ooh. Beautiful. In fact, I'm just going to kill you. Goodbye. Farewell. I think this guy up front is weak to fire, so Nyangul is going to have fun. This increases physical and fire damage if I activate the blessing. Which means she's going to hurt me more, and might even kill me. She might kill me just by herself, though. I should live, right? I should live. I mean, you know, one more turn. Yoink. She just have a little bit of armor, but that's okay. Weak to nature? Not really. I feel like I should start working on the guy in the front, but I could just gang up on her. I live. You fool! Look what you have done. Now we activate the blessing, and Anakin's gonna become even stronger. Oh, look at this damage. Beautiful. Marvelous. It went flawlessly. Oh, I have to take this thing. Ahuizotl. Physical attack to the front and applies broken armor. Okay. Ice damage to the attack that applies tiredness. Alright, 40 power. Pretty slow. 10 fire, 30 ice, 30 armor, so weak to nature and air. Interesting. It's like a feline with a hand for a tail. Oh, what was the name of the Twilight Princess? That's perfect for this. It starts with an M. Midna. I love Midna. It's worked out perfectly. Now, as far as this front physical damage broken armor thing, I guess I could synergize it with Unhopline. That'd be a pretty thick team. 100 and 120 health. Okay. Alrighty, Midna, you can go to the second room, sure. Put them together. Now, at the trainer, we do not have a whole lot of money. Is there someone I can upgrade? Wow, Pegasus to go to level 3 now? I feel like I should upgrade Bork. Just to make him, like, you know, useful. Okay. Pegasus is so cheap to level up. Hi, collectors. I'm back, because I'm broke again. You can have my blood. At the engineer, I really don't care about upgrading these traps, honestly. So I think we should just plunder. Okay, I prefer you not get hurt. 75% chance of setting a monster free. Artifact. Your volunteers have desecrated a crypt. The local skeletons frown disapprovingly. They have emerged unscathed. Well, thanks to the money, I guess, sure. A shifty-looking supplier is offering you some human thighs to feed your employees at a discount price. They do not look or smell particularly fresh, but you know that the management would grant you a sweet salary bonus for reducing overheads. Sure. I love reducing overheads. So we can either go to the Veterans and get a monster bonus, or the Caves and get a trap. And the reward is equal, so I kind of want a trap. But for the sake of looking at the master bonuses for our lovely Shamananananan, wow, you are strong. For looking at the upgrades, let us go to the Veterans with our team here. I was pretty confident in the front, so I think we're just going to run with this. Well, well, well. The Bard is here. And he has extra armor. Why? I don't know, he just does. As always, the Bard being present complicates matters a little bit. But it didn't complicate it in the way I thought it was going to. I was expecting him to put dodge on himself, so I didn't bring out Anakin. I instead, of course, have Bork, who has given the crit to himself because this is going to be funny. With Nightingale, we are going to activate the Sun's Blessing, which will increase fire and physical damage, but that only really applies to the Concertist, because we are also fighting the Thug, who is the level 1 version of some very annoying foes. But he deals nature damage to the front and applies poison to the target with the highest health, which is, of course, the Pegasus, who is up here entirely for the purposes of tanking the Thug. And we're fighting the Elf, level 1 Shamananananan, but not as cool as my Shamananananan. She deals ice to everyone and applies elemental weakness, and she will heal someone for 25% of their health once. But it's not going to work for this guy because he's dead. Ah, beautiful. We're also going to be swapping the elements, although that would empower our little elf here. Yangul, no! Wow, that sucked. That didn't play out quite as I was hoping, but that's okay. Shall I destroy them? I don't need the flaming mark here, so let's just work on killing the elf. Maybe empowering him would be a good idea. Those are pretty busted. His dungeon spells feel very strong. Now we have the combo here that I was theory crafting, the Unhoplite with Midna. And in theory, I'm happy with it. Of course, we are taking bonus damage here. Sucks. I might be able to kill him. Maybe. Oh, my random bonus was Shell. That's good. If I can kill him, I'll do this. If I can't, I'll do this. Crushed with the hand, Midna would be proud. Your namesake was appropriate. Alrighty. Goodbye. Getting random bonuses during the eclipse is good. Plus 5 resistances, not a bad idea. Avalanche. This is one of his combat powers, increasing his damage by 18, and 1 more ice weakness, not bad. Or Frost Whirlwind, which we just used. This increases the air and ice damage by 10, so for an overall damage increase of 20, I'm in. As I said, I typically like to play in such a style that the master never gets involved. That is, of course, not always possible. Wow, I'm rich. I've got fat stacks and super packs. Level 3. I think all of our spirits are going to level 3 here. Well, Cornelis is going to level 2. This increases the AoE, or excuse me, the back attack for Nadgul, 10 more health, 10 more speed, and 15 more nature damage, which I believe brings him above a negative value. Not bad. How about Midna? Ooh, you're expensive. Midna's attacks remove all bonuses the target is benefiting from. Wow. That's in Solar Blessing. During Lunar Blessing, Midna gains 20 armor and 20 ice resist, which brings her to 50 of each. Wow. If we have enough money, I also want to level up Anakin. Quetzalcoatl, this increases their ice attack to the front, which improves elemental weakness, also gives 10 health and 20 speed. Okay. Pegasus increases the back attack, gives 15 to ice and air, which brings up his weakest elements, which is worth noting. We saw Carnunos's, Pegasus also gets air weakness applied. Oh wait, we already had that. Duh. At level 4, we're going to gain 20 power. We have 576 gold. I could just upgrade Niangul and Carnunos as promised. I could. Or we can continue sliding towards success. Vulnerable to the hero who lands the final blow. Ghost charge applies shell. We'll upgrade Canunus to level 2. Oh yeah, his level 3 is going to be a big power spike. Fixing that ridiculously low speed of 20, 10 more power, and upgrading both of his abilities. Yeah, I'm in. I'm not going to do the event here. Because I know what it's going to be. And it concerns me a little bit. We'll do that. And once again, I should probably just get this out of the way, shouldn't I? We're about halfway through the week, so I should probably get this out of the way. Yep. The off-smelling human thighs you accepted were served in the canteen, and some of your employees got food poisoning. There's a solution to heal them, of course, but it is prohibitively expensive. So I could spend 200 gold and instantly remove this, or I can spend 5 weeks. 5 weeks is pretty low. They are going to miss 1 combat, but that's probably okay. It is high time to go to the stockroom. During the cleaning, one of your employees found this strange object. Would you like to take it, auction it, or gift it to the employee for +1 level? This is the Nightmare Catcher artifact. Demoralized, deals 200% physical damage instead of morale. I tried this once and I wasn't a huge fan. But even if I was, or even if I wanted to try it again, we do not apply Demoralized. So here you go. Have a free level. That's what I was going to spend my money on anyway. Man, if I had leveled you up, you'd now be level 4. Whatever. Now, on Hoplite being out does kind of concern me, but not that much. We're going to need a therapist event. Hey, look, double therapist event. All right, thanks. I read the Magician's text this time. Are you proud of me? I fully read it. So this fight's going to get messed around. I really do hate this passive, but it can be accounted for. And this actually worked out decently well. We have the Magician, of course, who's dealing AoE fire, so Niangil is going to laugh. We have the Exile, for the first time today, who deals air damage to the back, and will restore 25% of a hero's morale once per fight, which is irrelevant to us. But on a similar note, the frontliner is an Herbalist, who deals nature damage to the back and applies elemental weakness. Kinda sucks she's paired with this guy, but it is what it is. She will heal one of the hero's maximum life by 25% of their maximum health when she gets around to it. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And now he's dead. But thankfully, in our backline is Anakin. So he's going to eat this attack for free, courtesy of the dodge. And now he's going to deal some damage there. Fortunately, he does have really low nature resist, but... well, that applies Demoralize now. Maybe I could have made use of that trinket. Whatever. The trinket wasn't really a big part of our plan. And that's 2 kills in a row. Or maybe not. No, it's not. Counting your sheep before they hatch. Actually, it is. Thank you, Niangil. I appreciate you making me correct. Wow. What is this again? Physical and fire. Wow. That was brutal. Hey, the Chupacabra. I actually don't need to change your name. The Chupacabra. Deals physical damage to the front, applies 3 bleeding, so it's a better version of the skeleton dogs, and has an area ice effect that activates the Lunar Blessing. Alright, so we have a way to activate that now. Cool. Wait, what was your name? Was your name Zapakashia? No. You're just the Chupacabra. There's an A in there. Another A. There are 3 A's in Chupacabra. The Chupacabra. Okay. Therapist? Therapist. I kind of wanted to extend that but we can YOLO. Maybe I'll get some money for this trainer. While dusting the dungeon, the cleaning goblin has freed a monster caught in a spider's web. He also accidentally woke up a giant spider queen who demands compensation for the destruction of her web. Fight. Oh, I just lose 35 health. Well, this is unfortunate. It is exactly the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. I'll beat it down. I'll show it who's boss. At the trainer, level 4 we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. Level 4 for Niangul. Increases the power of his passive. Gives him 10 more health and 20 more power. 110 power. Wow. This increases his blessing for Pegasus, level 4, of course. 10. So bringing his fire and nature resistance up. And plus 20 power. My. Midna's level 3 increases her front attack and her passive. Wow. Also 10 power, 10 health, and 10 armor. That is good. Quetzalcoatl's level 4, 20 power, all the speed. And it once again improves his blessing benefits. We all know Anakin's level 4, but I actually think Anakin's level 4 is so good. It gives him dodge 2, I think. Isn't that insane? You have no idea how hard I am resisting getting level 4 Anakin. La Chupacabra. Oh, as a morale. Wow. Plus, wow, you deal so much damage. Back attack, minus 60 morale, also deals 60 ice damage if the Lunar Blessing is activated. I have a feeling the Chupacabra is going to be really good. It doesn't give him any more health, though. He is pretty squishy, isn't he? Is there anyone I can level up, like do a double level up? I don't think so. Okay. For the purpose of the team, of seeing the new stuff, I really like Pegasus. Pegasus is putting in so much work. Although I'm not a huge fan of his Solar Blessing, to be honest. This goes to 110 and this is 105. That's hilarious. They're so close and yet so far apart. I think we up the Quetzalcoatl. Of all the blessings so far, like the blessing benefits, I think Quetzalcoatl's is the most amazing. During Solar Blessing, gains a random bonus when attacking. A random bonus. He got like Shell and the armor thing, I think, the last time he actually was in combat. And gains guaranteed crit 2 when killing a hero during the Lunar Blessing, which is less important, but still good. But I mean, I think we're just going to run it down. Same team, another monster. Okay, let's see more spirits. Bring it on. We might get the opportunity to see the Shaman in action, because I'm a little concerned about a few things here. Namely that, which did not work out in the best way, but as long as Anakin wasn't up front, I guess it was okay. We are fighting a Berserker who is implying enrage to all of his friends and has plus 30 armor for reasons beyond my comprehension. He's going to deal physical damage to the first target and apply broken armor. Which means Pegasus is not long for this world. We are fighting an Ice Wizard who is the one who randomly moved everyone, and they still have the minor detail of they only move the first fight, so the second fight I was able to position as best I could. They are going to deal ice damage to everyone, apply slow, and elemental weakness 3. Which is going to suck. And we're fighting the Apprentice, who deals ice to the lowest ice-resistant target, who was, of course, Niangul, and fire to the front. Where do I even begin? I'm not sure, but getting rid of the Berserker seems like a really good idea. Well, if I had attacked her, would she be dead? There is a part of me that wants... Wow. What was I saying? Oh, yes. There's a part of me that wants to activate the Solar Blessing. But, that would increase 2 of their power as well. That would make this guy scarier. Well, now it would just be this guy, who's already pretty scary. 69, giggity. Honestly, I'd do this if the Burning Net wasn't so good against this Ice Wizard. And didn't completely change the paradigm of this fight. Because now the Ice Wizard's dead. Wow, slow is good. Who would have guessed? I mean, Anakin's dead now too, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. You know? This guy is resilient against fire, so the bonus damage is whatever. But hey, good job, Niangul. You did it. I really like the slows. 90% armor. Oh yeah, 1 damage, nice. And now we Ice Whirlwind him to death. Look at that. Okay, just kidding. We're still not seeing the Shaman. Ooh. Taloke. That actually might have been close. You are very squishy. Ice damage to the back applies vulnerability and activates the Lunar Blessing. So we have another activatable for that. Special. 24 air damage. Performs an attack for each blessing switch done during the dungeon. One time. Targets a random hero for each attack. Wow. Huh. So, in theory, if you can find a bunch of ways to switch the blessings, like if you can use traps or the spells from the dungeon spell or like the first mob of monsters, this guy could just pop off and delete things in the second area. I do like that. I mean, honestly, I think the bull is like a better pick here, but I'm taking him because he's the first of his kind on the channel. Now, Niangul is going to have to go sleep. Farewell. Actually, I'm going to keep him in the room while we move through here, but he is going to have to go sleep. The office tour. While walking through the corridors, you notice a monster waiting for a job interview. You could hire the candidate right now without intermediaries. Or, on the other hand, what makes them think they can come in uninvited? They can't. Well, here's a therapist event. I think I go to the black market, though. Now, who are we selling? Wow, you're cheap. Who are we selling at the black market? Good question. We're selling this guy. The second Margarette. And I might be able to get up the funds to bring... to level a few people. I want to keep him... kind of want to keep the Chupacabra. I want to keep Unhoplites. There's too many people I want to keep. Anakin is just like a huge part of this comp, which is freaking hilarious. I should be using Carnunos more, I think. Level 1 Hoplite, or Skeleton Soldier, sells for the same amount as level 2 Midna. I'm sensing some bullshit. What if I get rid of the puppy? I do love you, Bork, but you're going to have to go, I'm afraid. I need the funds. Alright, here, we can bring Carnunos to level 3, which I think might be the right call. It upgrades both of his stuff, his power, his speed. He might actually become a functional monster. Pegasus to level 4, 20 power, and some resistances. Chupacabra, I hope we saw you. Niangul to level 4, we saw this. I'm mostly interested in his passives here, not the upgrade to his actual passive. Minna level 3, improves her blessing. So I have 747 funds. What do you do, level 2? Wow, you are fast. Tlonke's attacks apply Frostbite 1 if the Lunar Blessing is activated. Wow. Okay. That's something. I bet this is a really good unit. But it's so squish. Okay, to secure the W, which I'm not really worried about, Anakin's going to level 4. I feel like I have to. His name is Anakin. Now, with the remaining 522 gold, if this was 25, I could upgrade Midna and Carnunos. Oh no. They are going to bring these two up. Yeah. There we go. And we're going to bring Pegasus up. Niangul has to go sleep. An employee found a strange, unlabeled flask while cleaning and is about to drink it without even checking if it's poisonous. You recognize it as an evolutionary elixir, +1 level. Will you let them drink it, or will you take it for yourself? 18 to our power. This will bring Chupacabra to level 2, which for the purposes of saying it's level 3, do I do that? Sure. My instinct was to confiscate it, to see if that increased the power of my dungeon spells. Alright, Nanko has to go sleep. I mean... Do I have the puppy? We're gonna bring Carnunos to the first room. Oh, your name is Nolhuates. That might not have been a bad pronunciation. I think we're going to rock with this. I don't have a good air resistor. Alright, we'll bring Chupacabra to the first floor. Just in case we need him, he might activate the Lunar Blessing as well. And let us go get yet another monster. The layout for this was a little strange, but I think it's going to be good enough. We are fighting, of course, a minstrel, because why wouldn't we? And Wilhelm has guarded the Scholar. This weird caster thing that deals ice and fire damage. Also got the dodge. Great. She has the passive of reducing morale loss by 50%, but we don't care. We're not doing that today. And leading the charge, I don't know why the Herbalist is always leading the charge, is the Herbalist, who's going to ignore the first attack suffered, healed for 20% of a hero's max life after a fight once, and apply nature damage and elemental weakness to Carnunos here in the back. My thought process, Carnunos and Pegasus both have about the same nature resistance and fire resistance, and my thinking was that Carnunos has more health, so he can eat this longer. I would hope. We'll see. We're gonna deal this because she's gonna dodge and she's gonna get dodged. The double dodge. But we open up the way for the baton. Unfortunately, we aren't gonna be able to activate any of the blessings, but it's not like we're relying on any of those. I would like to see a more reliable way to activate them. However that would happen. I don't know. Like maybe... this lady is dead, by the way. Next turn. I don't know, maybe one of the artifacts just starts you off with a blessing? We didn't see a blessing. Or, excuse me, we didn't see an artifact for our first week, so I'm not sure. We are absolutely destroying these two ladies. 15 speed, you hate to see it. Should just end the fire attack. She might have died to the poison then. Maybe not. Hey, Carnunos lived. Not a single injury was suffered for all the team. Well, aside from the cultist here, I think both the Executioner and the Archers are fantastic picks. The Skeleton Archer surprised me with how good I think he is when you level him up. He gets dodge, he deals a lot of nature damage. It's all really just good. Is this trainer a trap? We have 224 gold. I don't think it's enough to level up Carnunos. If it is, I'll go. I'm just gonna go. I believe. And immediately punished. Okay, great. 300 for Carnunos to level 4. What about Midna? 250, 225. Literally one off. Okay. Well, I did say the Skeleton Archer was good, and he is. But I think I'm like legally required to upgrade Nolhuates to level 3. Wow, your HP doesn't go up at level 3? Bro. If I send out the siege, like rent out a trap, we're going to be missing a trap. So that's not happening. Let's business trip, sure. Maybe we'll get an artifact. Heroes affected by burn lose 30 speed. Well. Okay. I don't want to send out the other two. At the Alchemist, we can get some money, but I think this is the final week down here. The walk-in fridge is full of bodies. The doctor could resurrect a fresh human and transform it into an employee in exchange for a little blood. No, I'm good. Not the final week, okay. Plunder. We're going up against our first champion, so I'm a little hesitant to plunder. The cleaning goblin comes to see you, weeping. Zluby, his pet stick insect, died in a mobbing accident. Will you take Zluby to the resurrection room to harvest the goblin's joyful cheers, sell the corpse to a gourmet chef, or organize a funeral? We'll resurrect him, sure. For the champion. I kind of want to get the artifact, but we're going to go for the rare. Maybe we'll find a goblin or a shaman only rare. That would be nice, wouldn't it? As for our room composition, I'm only really concerned about the second room. And you just can go back there. Because I feel like these three are just really good. We'll bring Nahuates up there, because I don't think he's going to be doing anything. Archer is a emergency second room character. Alright. Let us take on the rare. A necromancer knows much about fate. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Death. It is the inevitable end that awaits all mortals. And we're fighting the necromancer for our champion. She is going to be something. Thankfully, we'll be avoiding her one passive that I love to just brute force, which is giving her enrage whenever she loses morale. We're not doing any of that morale shite today, so it's off the table. However, she will be bringing dead heroes back to life, which is a little frightening. We are about to kill the elf, who is dead now. Great. And we've activated the solar thingy with Nyangyo, which means our barbarian friend here is hitting harder, but so are we. And I do love hitting harder. It's my favorite thing in the world. Honestly, I think I just try and kill her. Just kill her as fast as possible. Alrighty! That went well. That went incredibly well. A necromancer knows much about fate. I mean, I said it was death. I didn't say whose death. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. There we go. The Skeleton Lord. I do like the Skeleton Lord. The Gruesome Surprise, minus 45 morale, Terrified 3, but we're going to take the Winged Boots. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a Spirit Rare. It is unfortunate, but it happens. Minions at the front will gain plus 40 speed. Great. Gotta go fast. I guess we can stop by the merchant and see what's here. Maybe we'll see a new unit? No. Wow, that's terrifying. We're just gonna leave real quick. Business trip or plunder? Artifact? Ooh. The mirror. But I'll take the money. Course is... Okay, I don't remember. Does the... We can always say no. You have received a letter from Monster Training Center offering to train one of your employees for a large amount of gold. The training would take 8 weeks. It is a thing. Okay. I'm just going to ignore this. I thought the end was 28. Whatever. We're going to keep going until the end, just like I said we would. Alright, we're looking at a master bonus. I kind of feel like the rooms are just fine. I had Carnunos in the second room. I, like, big-brained my way through all the possibilities. I'm like, I'm going to put down Carnunos. Because someone's going to die. Lo and behold, no one died. Do I bring Carnunos to the front? What do you bring that I don't already possess? Nothing. Alright, great. Here we go. I am 127% confident about this fight. Full confidence. We have the thug up front here, who is, of course, as we've seen, the rogue poisony dude. And our Pegasus is up here with a 35% nature resist. And the other person deals fire damage, which I also have 35% resistance against. So, I mean, I'm here to win. Unfortunately, we do also have the Concertist, who we have seen many times today, annoyingly enough, who applied dodge to the Scholar, who I would have killed here if not for the fact that I didn't. Let's go, Pegasus. Let's go. I'm going to activate this. It will increase the Scholar's power, but I'm not overly concerned. Just a little. Kill the Thug. Farewell. Oh yeah, it'll increase his power too, won't it? Ow. But it will also make Anakin stronger. Use my knowledge. I beg you. Come to know the dark side of the Force. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe it was a little ambitious to do that. Ah, well. That's fine. Ambition never hurt nobody, except for all the people it killed. You know what they say? Every frozen corpse on Mount Everest was once a highly ambitious person. So, you know. Take that for what you will. Ow. Wow. Okay, Quetzalcoatl. I see how it is. That damage. Also gave me dodge, so I didn't get hit by that. And now we crush him. Good. That's how it should be. Increase the Flaming Mark. This is a dungeon spell, so good option. Avalanche, again, combat ability, or Armor 10. He does have negative armor, so this is probably the wise decision. But because it's the wise decision, I'm not going to take it. We're improving Flaming Mark. Pegasus is getting pretty low, which concerns me. A wee tiny bit with 1,000 gold. I think it's time we bring everyone up to speed here. I'm 8 gold away from being able to upgrade Carninos and on Hopline. Sorry, on Hopline. I really am. So level 4 Midna increases her back attack and gives her 10 more power. Not the most dramatic thing in the world, but look at all the level 4s we have. Isn't it beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? Can I restore motivation here? I can. The Monstrous Resources Manager feels that your employees are at the end of their rope. As such, she is suggesting you different activities to stimulate them. I can get all these, right? It's just my front room that keeps dying. Nope, can't get all of them. Well, I tried. An archaeologist is ringing your doorbell to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it. He even dares to demand you donate it to a museum. That belongs in a museum, and so does your quartered body. We're at the end, team. Alright, I'm going to work out to show you what we can see here. You have the gym all to yourself. I think this is all standard stuff. Get some 10 armor. Ooh. Some 5 resistance and 35 life, sure. That was like the equivalent of crunching for an exam. Because we just powered ourselves up right before the final fight. Let's see what happens, shall we? We are in the presence of the Daoi King. Thorgrim, the Grudge Bearer. Do they only have one dwarf name? They chose a good one. I am a little concerned because the Daoi King, the High King, deals air damage. And I have no 1 resistance to air. So I just put Anakin up here for the dodge to eat it and hope that he can live one more turn. We have the Amajahagan. We saw the lower version of him, who's going to be attacking the back with air, which again presents the problem of I don't have a whole lot of that. Oh, I have 2 dodge, that's right. That's why you bring Anakin to level 4. And we're fighting the Tracker, which can deal fire damage to the back, which is less of a big deal. So, you know, this could be fine. I could just dodge all of Thorgrim's attack and life would be good. Unfortunately, Thorgrim isn't really weak to anything. So I think I'm just going to try and kill the back line and hope that works out. Activate the Solar Blessing. This will empower Anakin, Nyangol, and this tracker lady who's about to have a baton up her ass. Dodge. Oh, so close to death. And yet so far. Thankfully, she is shooting at Nyangol, who is going to die now. Is this double activated? No. I had to try, right? Bye, Nyangol. Alright. I believe in you, Anakin. Just like Obi-Wan did before you betrayed him. And now I don't. Okay, great. Glad I got over that fast and didn't have to wander the sands of Tatooine for however long it was. A few decades. I can activate the other one, but that is really dumb because they both do air damage. So let's just kill the thing and just deal with the High King, shall we? Do you think that bounty goes off if I'm the one that kills it? Well, good news, everyone. The High King has 50% armor, but guess what? I can deal with it. Also, Quetzalcoatl is going to get a bunch of random benefits, like plus 40 armor. Unfortunately, the way that I can deal with this 50% armor is through Midna, who went last. But hey, there we go. Oh, can you not have vulnerability and... Oh, no, you can. I was wondering where it went. Look at that. That's disgusting. And the level 1 skeleton soldier gets the kill.
Smells good. Nothing like a good barbecue to bribe me. Your transfer request has been accepted. Our skeletons have repaired the astral lens of the Moon Temple. Go there to apply some moon blessings to your spirits. But be warned, I have heard that the Fellowship of Mages have hired mercenaries to try and capture the temple they deem to be theirs.
Fuck them. I'll eat them too.
Already? I heard that humans were tougher than that.
Tougher than that.
More hair.
Wow. Level 4. Well done.
Let's rock and roll.
So, here, we unlocked the Longevity Idol. Spirits definitively gain 5 life when they kill a hero. I'm really excited. Was that a talent where I get stronger? Or wasn't? Was that a thing? Was that a relic? That might have been a relic. So I really liked Frost Whirlwind. That was really good. Skewering, I think, is one of his attacks. And Flaming Mark is, Playing Vulnerability, not bad. I feel like these Lunar Blessings are also going to be really important. Sword Blessing granting fire and armor. So that counters when the enemy is buffed. I see. So they provide you some resistances against their downside. Do I do that? That seems wise, but you know what that means. Oh. I have to get this as well, I see. What if I... Celestial Betrayal activates a random blessing if no blessings are active. Oh, that's probably really good. Ooh. I don't know why I thought I... There we go. I really like Frost Whirlwind. I think it was my favorite activatable. So we're going to go down this tree first. Which is ironic because I said it was going to do the complete opposite. But here we are. I feel like this is going to be also the most immediate power spike, which is important. Next zone. We get a Naga. Wow, cool. Is the second banner. And we'll be taking that on next time. And we'll go back to the regular format of episodes as well. So thank you all for joining me today for this 1 hour special to deep dive look at the Shamananananan. I hope you enjoyed him, because I most certainly did. We will be picking up his campaign and going through his 5 basic banners before we return to Serral.
Enchantment!
Then eventually do the Engineer, then do the Goddess. And after the Goddess, I have a scheme to do all the Draconid banners at once with a very special stream. So I hope you're excited for that in the distant future. At this rate, it's the distant future. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. And if you would like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you all next time for the second banner. Bye-bye!